Hey guys, Zennosh here, and today in this video of Exos Heroes, I'm here to tell you guys who are the top 5 heroes that you can pick from Fated Heroes Selection Ticket. As a beginner, you will be getting this item as new attendance daily reward. So keep logging in guys to get this reward right over here. And now the main question is, who is the best hero that you can possibly pick from this limited pool right over here? And the best unit is gonna be, it's gonna be Awakened Zeon. This guy is really amazing, and especially you have a general named Schmidt. Alright, so let's see what he can do. First active skills, deals 750% damage to one enemy. That's a lot of damage, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be really helpful, not just in PvP contests to take down certain opponents right away, but also in the PvE contests to take care of the boss units as soon as possible. This skill can actually deal a lot of damage, and provided the signature force of Schmidt later on, you are going to be able to deal some insane crazy damage to the opponents out there, guys. Man, this guy is going to kill boss units like flies. Next is going to be the Unleash Power right over here, second active skill. Deals 357% damage to all enemies. It's a really good area attack skill indeed, and with this skill you will have much easier time in order to control the mobs right away, plowing your way through the story content as soon as possible and getting your account progression real fast. Man, these two skill sets are going to make him a really great asset, not just in the PvP contests but also in the PvE contests. He's really good unit indeed. Alright, and if he actually has that effect of Master Footsteps thanks to Schmidt, with every kind of like turn reset, he's going to improve his attack by 20% per every turn reset, up to a total of 80% attack boost. Man, that's a lot of DPS boost right over there. Imagine in the PvE story content, if he actually managed to boost his attack by 80%, man, he's going to kick the ass of the opponent so hard. It's really meant to kill the boss units out there, alright? And if you're asking me, okay, you have been telling a lot about Schmidt, is it really that easy to get Schmidt? And I would say, like, it's not really that hard to get Schmidt, because he is out here that you can get him from the Eternal Bond mechanism, alright? And from my new account, I'm also trying to get my Schmidt as well. Okay, so just sign up here and you will be getting a Schmidt in 30 days. Okay, so that is it guys, and you can see that like I've already been logging in for 10 days and just 19 days is left in order to get this guy, and I'm really gonna get him. And after that, my Awakened Zeon is gonna be usable at full potential, guys. Alright, and that is it, man. And the second priority goes to Uloom, especially if you have Battery or Fate Core Battery. Alright, and now let's talk about his skill effects right over here. Well, first thing, he's a tank. He can actually tank some amazing amount of damage. He can mitigate a lot of damage thanks to his high block stats. Yes, his block stats is really superb indeed. He can actually block, like, he has very high rate of blocking the damage incoming from the opponents, and he can really mitigate a large amount of damage, guys. That's why he's a really great tank. And on top of that one, he can provoke the opponents as well, which can be very helpful in order to provide some extra protection to your squishy units out there in the back line. And he's going to be a really good tank out there. And on top of that one, his first active skill, look into this, guys. Deals 750% damage to single target. Think about it. He's a tank, but he's a nuker as well. And that makes him really unique. If you are going to use him even in the PvP content, you are going to have really good time in shutting down an opponent right away with this insane damage right over here, ladies and gentlemen. It can deal some heavy damage out there even though he's a tank, and that makes him really special indeed. And with this damage, he can even be really great even in the PvE story contents, man. And with his second active skill, deals 357% damage to all enemies. Wow, just like Awakened Zeon. Do you get it? That's how good he is to deal some really good damage. And on top of that one, now he has some additional features out there, alright? So, if he is under that Tranquil Mark effect provided by the Battery or Fate Core Battery, he will be able to destroy the enemy's Guardian Stones regardless of whatever the element they belong to. Alright, and that is crazy insane. He can be usable whatever the conditions out there. And if you're asking me, hey Zennosh, I'm a beginner and I really don't know much about the break. What the hell is this break? Well, break is an OP mechanic in this game that you can inflict on opponent by breaking their Guardian Stones and inflicting some heavy penalty damage on them. Just look into here. A unit with the break status due to the break of Guardian Stone will be immobilized for 7 turns. They will not be able to do anything at all, and it cannot be cured. Yeah, it cannot be cleansed, it cannot be removed. Will receive double final damage and generate 1 mana for whoever attacks them. That is freaking insane. It's freaking insane, guys. It's really, really insane. And I would say you have to go for it, guys. And Uloom is actually going to make that available for you guys, and that is the reason why he is one of the essential asset of a auto team. Yes, if you really want to auto like certain story contents out there, you would really want to have Uloom in your team because of this ability of breaking the Guardian Stones when battery is around. All right, especially for the core raid. Yes, if you have him, the core raid is going to be much simpler, more fun, because from core raid as a beginner you will be getting so many amazing materials out there, which is going to bolster your camp real fast. You'll be getting high quality materials right away very easily, guys. And Uloom is out there to provide you guys a really great help, not just in the PvP contents but also in the PvE contents, guys, by providing a lot of defense, a lot of tankiness, and that provokes status effect on the opponents, forcing them to attack just himself. And he has a lot of block stats with which he can actually block a lot of damage, and on top of that one, being able to even knock the shit out of the opponents as well. That is crazy insane. And breaking their Guardian Stones, oh my god, talk about utility, man. Uloom is a best choice indeed. That's gonna be the second priority. How about the third priority? And that's gonna be Baraka. Okay, this guy is really good, especially when you have Raquel around. Yes, Raquel is another general out there. And oh yeah, by the way, sorry about that one, guys. Well, if you're asking me how to get battery, all right, you just told us a lot about battery. So how am I supposed to get battery, Genos? And the answer is through the string of creation Ray banner. All right, just go for the Fate Core battery banner and try to get her from there, and that's gonna be real way to get the Fate Core battery real fast. Okay, because through the normal summons it's going to be really hard in order to get the Fate Core battery, because the chances are really low. And even if you have to spend like a total of 35,000 cess for her, I would say it's totally worth it. Because see, it's so good. She's still a SSS tier unit in the entire game right now, so I would say see is really worthy. Try to get her as soon as possible, and once you get her, I would say Uloom is really gonna be a really great choice indeed. And even if you don't have battery, just pick him, because you are definitely going to get battery one day or another. All right, because like she's so good, you are supposed to get her through this string of creation Ray banner. Even if you really do disagree with me with the string of creation Ray banner being so bad, and I would say like not really. Okay, for Fate Core battery, Fate Core era, it's worth it. It's worth it. Alright, that is it. And next unit, it's gonna be Baraka. Alright, Baraka is a really awesome unit when it comes to dealing single target damages. Look at it, guys. Deals 525% damage to one enemy. If the Raquel is around, on top of that one is going to have this effect called Plunder. It steals 1 mana from the target and grants 2 mana to a back row ally if the target is disheartened. Back row usually refers to the DPS units. Alright, that means he's actually able to provide more firepower to the back row allies, because more mana means more possibility of using higher tier skills and being able to deal more damage to the opponents out there, guys. All right, so that is it. With his first active skill, he actually gets turn reset if he successfully kills an opponent with his first active skill, and that is so good indeed. All right, especially if you are in the PvP contents and you think that the opponents are quite squishy, you can kill them one by one, you know, with Baraka. Alright, so that is it, guys. Attacks if an enemy takes damage and its health drops to 10% or less. That can be quite helpful in order to counter the Tranquil Mark effect of the battery as well, and to take care of those opponents who are pretty much at low health but still sticking around. He's just going to annihilate them right away. So those are the features that you are gonna get with Baraka. And one really good thing to note out here is that the mana cost is really low. First active skill is only going to require 2 mana, and the second active skill is only going to require 3 mana, and that makes him quite, you know, like generous. Alright, I mean, like he's really good and adaptable with the mana cost right over here, meaning like you will be able to use his skills more frequently than compared to other units like Awakened Zeon, who actually demands 4 or 5 mana in order to execute his first or second active skill respectively. Right, so that is it, guys. So yeah, Baraka is really meant for PvP contents actually, not for the PvE contents. Okay, in the story contents, it's like, okay, it's a little bit limited, but when it comes to PvP contents, man, he's a really good guy in order to get rid of your opponents ASAP and wipe them out right away. And he's pretty fast as well. It goes pretty fast. Now the next unit, or the fourth priority, is gonna be Ramge. Yes, you heard me right. This guy is really awesome. Why? Well, he has this unique effect that he has, okay? Out of all the hero units in the game, he's the only unit that has the nullify heal effect, okay? So if you're asking me, what is this nullify heal? Well, it actually, like, disables the opponents of recovering themselves back, okay? Or let's say to stop the opponents from healing their health. And that's really good, especially when you really want to counter Dorka, or let's say you want to counter Fate Rera from recovering her full HP when she is dead thanks to the Tranquil Mark effect. Okay, it's a little bit complicated stuff out there, but anyways, any kind of healing will be blocked thanks to this nullify heal effect right over here, thanks to Ramge right over here. And especially in the story contents, when you actually have to fight against those boss units who are so good at recovering their health off, you would really want to pick Ramge and set him in your team so that you can actually nullify the heal for them, so that you can take care of them eventually. So that's the Ramge out there. Except for that one, he is like pretty decent unit. All right, deals 25% damage to single target. Requires only 1 mana. That means like it's very easy in order to use his skills, and that is also one really good stuff out here. All right. And the next thing is going to be the Black Panther's Dash. Deals 133% damage to all enemies, and that is pretty good as well right over there, guys. So I would say it's a really good, amazing unit out here, especially with the Nullify Heal, which can be very, very helpful in order to counter Dorka in the PvP contents and in the story contents to counter those kind of bosses who are so good at healing their health over and over and over again and being a really big pain in the ass. And that's going to be the fourth priority. And how about the fifth priority? Who is it gonna be? And I would say that's gonna be the Anastasia. If somehow you really don't have a good healer, right? Well, you can actually sort out to like other options out there, like Kaya, who is a really good healer out there, who is just a rare unit. Yes, you heard me right. You can get her very, very easily in the game. Whenever you are going to do any kind of summon, you will be able to get Kaya pretty easily right away. She's a rare unit, and she has a very good healing potential out there as well. So let's look into a skill right over here. First active skill, she can heal all the allies. With her second active skill, she can heal all allies as well. And that's really great, and it's a burst effect as well. So that's Kaya for you guys, alright? But still, if you really don't want to go with Kaya and you still want to have a fated hero unit who is a really good healer, and I would say that's going to be Anastasia. She is capable of providing a lot of heal to all the allies, and on top of that one, she can even deal single target nuking damage. Deals 5 at 25% damage to single target. As a healer, to come up with this amazing damage is really good as well, alright? Especially if you need some really good DPS in your team. So she's a little bit adaptable unit out there. Sad thing, she cannot revive the dead allies, alright? So that's the problem out there, guys. I mean, like, none of the fated hero units can actually revive the dead allies. So that's pretty problematic thing in the game. I really don't know why they actually made it such way, but well, that's what it is. And especially if she has signature force with her, then well, she is going to deal insane damage with the second active skill, provided that she actually provides so many good heal with her first active skill. So that is it, guys. And her first aid is also going to be quite helpful in order to provide that very precious heal for those allies who are actually staggering and they are like struggling with very low life, and they might be killed by this Baraka with his finishing blow. But in that case, guys, our Anastasia is going to be a really great help to provide heal before that finishing blow will arrive. So that means there is a really good chance that your ally is going to be alive, okay? So that is it, guys, and that's going to be my fifth Friday. So again, let me say to you guys from the very beginning as a summary, alright? The first choice is definitely going to be the Awakened Zeon because of the damage that he can deal to a lot of targets out there, as well as the single target is meant for killing the boss units out there, and also to like knock out the opponents as soon as possible in the PvP contents as well. Awakened Zeon, very good unit, especially if you have Schmidt around, and it's so easy to get Schmidt from the Eternal Bond as well. So, well, consider getting him right away. Next priority is definitely going to be the Uloom, being able to break the Guardian Stones of the opponents, man, and being able to deal some single target nuke as well as the AoE damage, man, that makes him really, really cool unit indeed. He can provoke as well, and man, he can really mitigate a lot of damage incoming towards him. So, well, he's a very good tank indeed for the beginners out there. Third priority, Baraka being able to deal a lot of single target damages, and with his first active skill he can even get that turn reset if he manages to kill them at the same time. And low mana cost requirement makes him really good unit out there. The only problem is that like there's no burst effect on his single target skills, so that makes him not being able to maximize his damage potential on the opponents out there. And next is gonna be the Ramge. Being able to nullify the heal can actually make him a really good counter for the Dorka in PvP contents. Alright, and even in the story contents, if you are going to fight against the boss that is actually going to heal himself over and over again, in that case you would definitely want to bring Ramge with you in order to counter those kind of boss units, and Ramge can be very valuable in such kind of cases. And finally it's going to be Anastasia. Man, she is going to provide a lot of heal, and on top of that one she can also provide a amazing single target nuke damages as well. Provided the signature force, she can really shine up with her damage, and her first aid kit is also really helpful in order to provide a really good that final touch, or let's say that final bliss of touch, or whatever that is you will call it, to provide a safety for your dying allies. And that can actually make this Anastasia a really valuable unit indeed as a beginner. I mean, like when you are going to go into like late contents, definitely she is going to fade out. Okay, so that is it guys. If you have like different list, if you guys think like other faded heroes are much better than the heroes that I just recommended, then please let me know in the comment section below like why, and why you guys really do think so. And let me also realize that one as well. All right, and I would really look forward to getting insights, views, feedbacks and opinions from you guys as well. And I've been really blessed indeed that I have really got so many viewers out there who are so interactive with me, and I really do love it a lot. Thank guys, and this is it for today. See you guys in the next video.